be joined into the conference.
This looks so fucking cute on your live stream. What do you think, yo? I don't know.
Please enter your PIN.
That looks like you look like a god. That's what you look like, bitch.
You entered 1531. Please enter your PIN followed by the. Thank you.
You coming out to the video?
That's the guitar right there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, so everyone, since we're live, play the guitar. Mello D is here to get it. He can hear it live on camera. Watch him enjoy it as we start the podcast. Yeah, man.
You're a fan of guitars, selling guitars, right?
This guitar is trying to get old buddy on with me.
All right. We see y'all gonna get it started, so here we go.
The recording has started.
All right, this is the Enigma Sept Hour. It's your boy Enigma September. Those in YouTube land, what's up? Y'all seen us here for a good minute. Those in podcast land, glad you guys make it. Now, I have two esteemed guest nights. Even though we got one guest posted, but you know what I'm saying, we got special guests like special sauce on some McDonald's tip. First, you got Mello D in the building. What's good, bro? Finally, you know what I'm saying? It's good to have somebody not just to be come through and doing our thing, but also somebody that's been supporting, man. So I appreciate it. Out of my heart, I really appreciate it.
Night now.
No doubt. I appreciate you, bro. And speaking of people that support, and one of the reasons why I even do this shit at 10:30 versus 8 o'clock is my man Umbravo in the building. What's going on, bro?
Yeah. I'm just glad to do it on someone else.
No doubt. No. Comcast, man. Comcast. Anyway, we're not gonna stop the show. Let's see. In the meantime, between time, also too, the reason why we got a guest here is also mental health awareness month, and so they are here to discuss that. We'll get into that later in the show. So you're gonna get your normal Enigma Sept Hour, but then we're gonna get into a discussion. Gene's the kid in the building. You know what I mean? Support, man. Appreciate you, man. So yeah. So let's get into it. Introduction. Make sure I cover my bases. You know what I mean? What we got? YouTube viewers. Those in YouTube. Hey, remember, like, drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? Share. I think I lost a subscriber. That's sad. Damn. But hey, it happens. So, yeah. What? So y'all make sure to hit that bell, man. Hit the bell so you can get the notifications and all of that. Anyway, podcast users, if you want to check out the live stream once it's recorded, you can find it. You can search the Enigma Sept Hour on YouTube at youtube.com/EnigmaSept927. Also, while you're at it, you can check out my man Big Low. You know what I'm saying? He got his Ill Coffee vlog. He posted another episode today, which was dumb cute because he had his daughter Symphony on there. Which, bam, my bro did it. I have to go one day, get Kiezin on here, you know what I'm saying? Show all that cuteness, you know what I mean? But 2. Yeah, Kiezis 2, she'll be 3 in November, and she already running things. So, yeah, my little Scorpio, my light of the world. But yeah, young man Big Low, you can check him out at youtube.com/EnigmaSept927. Also, 2, make sure to check out all the other past 39 episodes. This is number 40. Wow. 40 episodes.
Wow.
Yeah.
40 episodes.
Yo. Almost forgot. So, man, just churning them out. Churn. Y'all make sure to check out all the other past episodes, those on YouTube. You can check out the podcast at www.freedomtrainradio.com. Shouts out my man Joe, my man Pat, for giving me the opportunity to do this. Also, 2, you can find the podcast on any of the podcast holders. So if it's iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, you know what I'm saying, whatever you find podcasts at, Just search the Enigma Sept Hour or search Freedom Train presents the Enigma Sept Hour. You can check out all the other past episodes and the guests and just vibe, enjoy yourself. So, and final announcement, yo, any artist or anybody that, you know what I'm saying, want to get some shine, you know what I'm saying, on the podcast and you're a fan, you want to hear yourself or you just, you know, trying to sell something, honestly, holler at me, you know what I'm saying, in regards to the drops. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Black Tarzan, Devon Deshaun, and Mr. Nard hitting me up. You can send the drops at send the drops in MP3 form or even Wave. That can be Wave. MP3 or Wave at enigmasept@gmail.com. In the drop, just state your name, your company, or wherever you are, stage name, whatever. You got time, baby. And boom, I put you on. Simple as that. Boom. Just do it through your phone if you want to, honestly. I mean, don't kiss through the phone. This ain't Soldier Boy, but you can send the MP3 through the phone. So I make sure to do that. Anyway, you're gonna go into the first song. My man Joedi, you know what I'm saying? He just a new single. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna bless y'all with it. So yeah, Joedi is a vibe.
The Just Joedi, that's his name.
Joedi. He got some like Somerville, I don't know, but he got Joedi, Joedi.
I'm listening to you, Joey.
Yeah, Joedi be vibing. So they just dropped it. My man Backpack beat me to the world premiere. Ooh, Backpack. That's my bro. So, but hey, you guys get to listen to it here on the Enigma Sept Hour. So
I don't know what y'all think. I'm not paying attention. I was finding the link so I can share it.
Nah, my man
Sharing the link.
putting the what was
I hate watching podcasts with motherfuckers.
I ain't paying attention.
I was just trying to find the link, y'all. I'm
gonna pull a Joyner Lucas on his ass. It's all good. That's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, we're gonna get to this track. This is Joedi on the road on the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.
And they can still hear us on the YouTube, right?
Yeah, on YouTube. I'm just gonna mute the podcast.
That's the thing I love about the YouTube because like I love those in between.
So wait, what now? You need that?
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna use it.
Right. But they wanted the music on the podcast. I mean, on the YouTube. So the hustle is, boom, they go to the podcast to hear the music. But if you go either way, you go to the podcast into the YouTube, you still get something. So it works.
It's like a TV show. You ever wonder when they got a break? What are you talking about?
Right.
That's why I like the YouTube shit. I always imagine when they go off of it's like, we'll be right back, folks. When they go off clip.
Hey, what up, Joe? What's on with you, bro? Appreciate y'all. Everybody's watching. Appreciate y'all.
Joe? Who's Joe?
My man Joe Ward. You know what I'm saying? Jay and Pat Irvine. They do they created Freedom Train Radio. And that's what I do the podcast through.
Joe. Shout out, Joe.
So
he said I better kill Danny Myers. It's already in process. Bro.
Hey, yo. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna get into that. What, the battle? Yeah, nah. I ain't never really been a battle rapper.
It's just like we talk outside of battle. We're just fucking ragged because all that.
Then they get on Facebook and they're really going at it. I'm just like, how the fuck y'all ain't playing? Like, y'all dead ass serious. I want to fight.
Like, Don is probably is really serious.
See what I'm saying?
Don't like
yeah, we go. Yeah, not only that, I'd be like, hey. But I usually look at it like, all right, it's competition. Like, play ball with somebody. And then at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna bust your head once you get on this field, bro. Yeah. Ain't no hard feelings, but I'm gonna show you
a W. Afterwards,
right?
On the field, we're not friends.
And the thing about it, if I try to bust your head and you still like stand up and be like, all right, cool, that gonna make you even look better, really. Yeah, it's like, fuck you for now. But then after that, we cool again. But if you get your then we'll really clown your ass.
That's the thing.
Boy.
It's looked down upon to be violent.
Right.
To swing on somebody, shit like that. So nobody really
you don't want to have a Cali on mad because I'm stopping.
It's always the fucking entourage, man. I swear to God, man. Balance understand it, but they always bring stupid motherfuckers with them who cause problems. You there the first one, what you got? That was because of fucking entourage, bro. It was my fault, man. But it's because that shit no more. Like, it was not protection. It was like, I went to the crowd and saw that shit. And now, we can talk about it or whatever, but we can keep going for the whole day.
What's the name of this song?
On the Run. I think he got a feature on. I think it's featuring Logic, but.
Have you ever played that joint by I think it's Jocelyn Parker? Outlaw.
Ooh,
no. On the Road. It reminded me of the name.
I may have, maybe. It had to be like a long time, but I remember when it came out.
You can play that for everybody. Jocelyn Parker. It's the sample of that Road Jack. You know what you're going
I think I ain't gonna lie. I want to say that shit. I know I brought her through when I did my first project. She was my song I had for my daughter. Yeah. She moved to Atlanta. All right, we are back. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. That was on the run. Shout out to my man Kiezin on the beats. You know what I mean, for doing that. Yeah, man. So also, YouTube land, if you want to listen to the song, I know you like, yo, y'all talking. What song are you talking about? Guess what? Yeah, Enigma. Search the Enigma Sept Hour on your podcast holders, or go to freedomtrainradio.com and find Enigma Sept Hour. Then you can hear the song because it's dope as hell, and you won't miss out. All right, we're gonna get into this docket, man. We even go into the real shit because I know it's going this time. So we're gonna get into the halfway shit. So just found out that according to hiphopdx.com, Chris Darden will no longer be defending Nipsey Hussle's killer or alleged killer. Let me clarify that. Alleged killer. Of course, Chris Darden is the lawyer that was part of the prosecution team against OJ. Yeah.
I was about to ask you that. I thought I was in triple.
So, for better or for worse, you know what I'm saying, on one end, hey, nobody really thought he should get, you know what I'm saying, that type of representation, being as the fuck shit that he did. But on the flip side, I mean, speak up the mantle eventually. So, feel sorry for that person. But hey, yeah, it is what it is. Now, on some somewhat positive news, Nipsey Hussle's store has made $10 million since his passing. So, it's bittersweet. Hey, hopefully we can keep and continue to keep his name alive, you know what I'm saying, making sure that marathon continues. Sounds like my man Stess, he was in California, you know what I'm saying, he posted a picture in front of the store earlier this week, maybe yesterday. I know JC, he was out there, he went back home a couple of weeks ago, so he did the same thing. So I'm living vicariously through my homies, because I don't think I'll ever be able to go to California. Unless you guys want to donate money to Enigma September by cash apping me money at $ Enigma Sept. Support your boy. Anyway. Yeah, send me to Cali, man. What's good? Maybe I can go and interview somebody out there. Who knows? What else we got? We got Logic dropped the album. I knew he had the Eminem single. A lot of people had some shit to say, mostly negative because people just like this shit on Logic and Eminem. So I, being an Eminem fan, thought it was straight. It was alright. Wasn't like the greatest thing ever, but also too, you know what I'm saying? Like I thought it was dope. It was straight.
I didn't hear that shit. You know the one I did hear? I think I don't know if it was from that album, but the one with Wale. My cousin tried to put me on that one.
It was Logic and Wale?
Logic and Wale.
Okay.
I don't know if it was on the album. Because I think I did get it off the album, but that shit was great.
Logic,
He's some great music.
Yeah, he's straight. He's straight. My only beef with Logic is he doesn't seem to have his own voice. He always seems to be, I would say, as if he's mimicking one of like the greater artists of this era. So y'all either sound like Cole, or you sound like Kendrick, or you sound like Drake, or something he's like imitating them. But technically, he's dope. Like technically, he can rap. He can make good songs. He can make concept. Like everything, the elements you would want from, or at least I would want from an artist. He does that. My only is he doesn't have his own voice. And even like with him rapping with Eminem, it's almost kind of like you almost couldn't tell the difference for better or for worse. bad that you can rap along with Eminem, but it's almost like you almost took the cadence and and so it's like, you know, what's the problem? Just have a whole Eminem track or a whole Logic track? Why would I have both of y'all together? But it's also interesting because Joyner Lucas had a riff, even one side of it. I mean, Logic had a riff with Joyner Lucas and vice versa. Who started that? I don't know. Joyner Lucas, I haven't heard Logic say anything about it, but Joyner Lucas is the one brought up on the Everyday Struggle like a year and a half or whatever. Yeah, they know regional, but it's interesting because Joyner Lucas just dropped a video, which is like, like basically he was saying like why God would take the good people and then leave all the bad people. But then he flipped at the end and was like, it never work.
Am I the only one that thinks that shit is corny? The Joyner Lucas shit he does. Everything is like, every song is kind of like another passe deep shit that's not really that fucking deep.
My only beef
as he makes it sometimes.
Nah, my only beef with that song, it was just sort of gamish because he was name dropping. You know, Game like is the king of name drops. Game
like keeps himself relevant.
Right. So to me, it was kind of like he took I'm sorry. I had to point it out because he was on the phone thing. It's late. Fuck that.
Drugs, guys.
Hey, ain't even mad at you. But no, it's I kind of looked at it as that's my only takeaway. It was like, I just seen the name dropping, but no, it's clever. I like clever. That's my thing. So
I think when you're not fucking hard to impress,
I'm not. No, that's why. But
that's good though.
But that's why I tell people.
OGs that fucking hate.
Yeah, no, that's why I tell people when I say I don't like something because I really think it's trash. It's not because I'm hating. I don't get it. No, I get a lot of shit. Like I give a lot of leeway because I know the difficulty of making a song, how hard it is, the work that goes behind it. So I would give you that and then just build on top of that. So when you get out to like a Lil Yachty or something like you just sound fucking lazy. I can't get with that. It don't sound like you trying, bro. Like I can't give you props on that.
That's why I like Mello D. Is a low key. That's trash. Like, he'll tell you, like, but he's so nice and he tries to be like this fucking political guy. It's bullshit.
All right,
he's a fucking that's trash guy.
I have a very selective musical ear.
That's a good ass political answer. I'm starting to hear it's trash to him. That's what he's saying.
I have a very selective ear. My ear, I don't like it.
Right.
That's all I do it. And most of the shit I don't like. So.
Nah, that's hey, honestly, shit. I mean, I gotta be careful. I have to be mindful of liking everything because I don't want to be a fucking ear whore. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, everything is dope.
This is what fucked me up. I have not my car radio unless somebody's in the car with me in like 5 to 6 years.
Right.
And I rarely have anybody in my car with me. So
right.
I don't know any artist, any music, any songs, none of that stuff. So
somebody has suggested me more. I'd be bored and I just go say, I've heard his name a lot.
Right. Right.
Well, yeah.
Now I think
radio guy either.
No, I mean I rarely like I listen. I don't even like listening to the Breakfast Club anymore. That shit's so far away. Yeah, like I know some of the like newer artists. Like I know Lil Baby. Like Lil Baby, like because that Wow I'm Lil Baby line was like the worst shit ever. Now I almost did him off, but I gave him another chance. I'm like, all right, he's like him and Gunna and now the Baby, like them niggas, they all right. Like I'm not like big super fans, but they're not horrible. I think it's trash.
I don't like that shit. Why is Lil Baby?
No, that was the corniest fucking line ever, bro. I'm sorry. God, that shit. Yeah, I almost cut him off on that.
It's creative. I can eat props.
That shit's not creative. That shit was horrible. That's some shit my daughter could come up with.
The fact that he took it, that it was serious, is what made it horrible. Right. Like some goofy shit. Satire.
Yeah. Nah, he was like, I'm barring down.
He was serious. Like, that was his thing.
How you gonna do that with featuring Drake, bro?
Yeah.
Like Drake already gonna eat your ass up. You gonna go and do something. And then, no, what got me is people liked it. That was like the thing. That was wow. Y'all niggas. I can't deal.
Are you ready for that?
What?
We're there. We're there at the bullshit. Like,
No, we've been bullshit. No, I tell you back.
But it's getting harder.
No, I tell people. No. Well, I think there was an upswing. I tell you, I think to me the worst fucking era was like the late 2000s, like the ringtone era, fucking snapping.
Like the 2005.
From like 05 to 2010, like that's what 2009. I give props.
I ain't gonna lie, that was
class of 09
era.
Yeah, but the class of 09, which is who on top now, but I think they're gonna fall off like Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, Crit, Wale, like all the niggas that came, Nipsey, Big Sean, all the people that came in 09, that era. I think they brought it back up. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like shit stronger than it was then. Maybe even going back to the early. Like I would compare that group to the 90s.
Let me pose two separate questions. The Mello D, R&B guy, and you're a rapper like me.
Yeah.
What was the best era of hip hop for you? You mean like dates from when to when? And what was the best era of R&B to you?
For me,
You didn't even include pop. I gave you a fucking
It goes together, honestly.
I don't think
Hip hop.
I think R&B was a little bit better.
Between 90 and 98.
For hip hop.
Okay.
Most of them?
R&B. Your R&B.
Pop.
Pop. You can put pop in
90. Pretty much 90.
90s.
80s and 90s.
The 80s was the pop. Fucking.
Yeah, fucking Michael Jackson, fucking Prince, Madonna, Whitney Houston, fucking
Come,
fucking Boy George, all that shit. Yeah.
I love shit like that.
Yeah, pop. Yeah, you're right. 80s.
That was the pop. I feel like hip hop was the hard one for me to define because I feel like it ended in 2005. I can say for sure. I wasn't around so much in the 90s, so I don't know where it started.
No, this is my thing.
But I feel like 2005 is for sure.
This is my thing with the 90s. So I'm gonna get crucified. I've said it before. It goes hand in hand. A lot of people can't grasp it. The 90s is the greatest decade, but it's still overrated. There was a lot of fucking trash.
So I can't access my plugins, none of old shit. So it's just fucking.
So like it's a song we did on?
I got it still in the computer, but I can't access it. Bullshit. Go ahead, bro.
Oh no, it's straight.
It's just a bunch of fucking.
Let's find the right angle.
All right, so
Yeah, look.
y'all want to switch? Because I'm going to the interview part.
Yeah. I'll just get off camera and let you do the interview. And y'all bring it back in when you want to. I really thought I was about to be through here right now. Yeah, man. This is like when I was doing battle rap shit in Arizona. I used to see the like interviews and shit and think it was so extravagant. Like, wow, they must do this in a great location. They do shit just like this.
Right in the house.
Be right house. And it looks like it's an extravagant location, but it's just some sort of house or a hotel room.
Happy Nurses Week. Everybody was not a nurse. You could be a nurse. How long was it for you? How long was nursing school?
I don't know. No, I'm about ain't about that nurse life. Yes. Salute y'all.
I couldn't do that goddamn child, the pediatric nursing, dealing with kids dying and shit.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with that shit.
Hospitals is definitely a no. Actually, a nursing home is a no. Yeah.
All right, we about to get into it.
You know how you did.
Okay. And we back. This is your boy Enigma September. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. That was Lyriq with Cupid. So yeah. And so we're gonna get into the interview portion. Those in YouTube land, Comcast is ass. So and no, I didn't kick Umbravo out till we back later. So if you looking at this part, like, goddamn, well homie went. Nah, he's still here. But we're gonna get into the interview part, esteemed guest of the night, and also big supporter of the Enigma Sept Hour, man.
Yes.
Mello D, what's going on with you, bro?
Not much, not much. Enjoying Friday, doing the podcast.
No doubt, no doubt. So, yeah, just because it's hella like how you came up with the name Mello D.
I'm a huge fan of music with a melody behind it. Like I am a big, huge scorer of movies.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like if I'm watching a movie, I'm listening to what's going on in the background, the violins, the guitars,
Right.
all that. So I like the melodies that go behind all kind of music. You can create any kind of melody, which is why I prefer to sing all my songs live with no backing track, because you can allow yourself to change the melodies. Like none of my songs I would sing the same way. Like they shouldn't be the same way.
Right.
So every time you get to paint a different picture of your music, paint a different style of it, change the melody if you want to, so much so that it's still the same, but it sounds totally different, but still good as fuck.
Yeah, I think that's what people look for when it comes down to live music anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I like the recording part of it, but I want to, if I come to your live show, I don't want to hear just a recording of what you're doing, because if that's the case, I can just listen to whatever MP3 or whatever. So that's dope.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel about artists and performing and stuff. So it's either you can listen to it on your phone, go to a show and you get a live feel or a different vibe, a different something that you're not getting from what you listen to on your phone.
Right.
So
what's your approach when you get down to doing live shows? Like, how do you prepare for a live show?
I usually go off in the backwoods and I will smoke about 2 blunts. And
you smoke with Blackwoods? Is you in the backwoods?
Here's the thing about that. Like, I'm behind on cigars. Like, I'm a smoker, but I'm not a smoker. Like, when I was using pom-poms, everybody was on, like, Swisher Sweets.
Right.
Then when I went to Swisher Sweets, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play everybody. They on backwoods, and I don't know shit about backwoods. I can't roll those. I don't know what to do. So, yeah.
Just know you straight. I don't smoke at all, so that was a non-smoker making a smoker joke.
It's a costly job and it's a costly experience, but it helped the process.
Yeah.
Don't mind, relax. Help you with different melodies, actually. For me, it does anyway. So I definitely vibe with smoking before performances and just going off and clearing my head, basically.
All right, dope. So, like, how or when did you know? Well, I definitely want to know, because anybody watch my Instagram or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Every now and then I post my daughter and she be trying to sing, come up with songs or whatever. And I'm like looking like, yo, she about to be the one. When did you know that you wanted to become a singer / performer?
Because we're in the same era. It's been about 4 or 5 groups growing up that I wanted to be a part of.
Right.
First one was Another Bad Creation.
Okay.
That kind of set it off, and I was always attracted to people who could really sing. And I thought to myself, I could do that.
Right.
So my influences, like growing up, was Tevin Campbell. That was the first young male voice that I heard that was like riffing and just, he had a strong voice, and I really connected with that. So that was one of the things that I identified with, and still do. He's still a good singer though.
Right.
He's not around, but I mean, he's around.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you be tearing it up on Twitter. Like, the hell's having camera going off on?
He actually sang a video of one of his songs the other day, and it was actually pretty dope. He still got the voice and the tone.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, especially if you get co-signed by Prince, bro. Like, you gotta be serious. Well, Prince and Quincy Jones. So he got co-signed by 2 of the greatest. Like, you gotta have it. All right. So you said Another Bad Creation and
Another Bad Creation.
Tevin Campbell. Those are main. So would those be like your main? Well, not main influence, but those are the ones that got you into music and saying, "Look, this is what I want to do."
Yeah.
Okay.
I think as a kid, you see a kid on TV, you're like, I want to do that.
Right.
I'm into music. Let me see if I can do it. But at that time, before the internet,
no, we done.
Before the internet.
Yeah, before the internet. Yeah.
That sucks. You just heard those different sounds. I didn't have an avenue or didn't know where to do music. in Tallahassee as a young kid. So
Right.
basically, I didn't really get into the music until way after my 20s, when I was thinking about music way before my 20s, like 9 or 10, probably before then. But I've been really into music since I was a kid.
And who would you say were like your influences? Because I know for me, when you got to me getting into music, it was Nirvana and Biggie. But as far as those that influenced me, it's more so Outkast and Red Hot Chili Peppers. So who would you say were like, you know, you said Tevin and Another Bad Creation got you into it.
Yeah.
Who would you say, not necessarily that you try to be like, but who would you say like, this style is where I kind of picked up stuff and it kind of gave me direction in what my sound.
My sound or my style?
Style, yeah.
Well, and that's a good question. I definitely picked up on Luther.
Yeah, try.
I definitely identified with Luther back then.
Wait.
Damn.
Since it's Mother's Day this weekend, say it again, bro.
Luther.
Mama love some Luther, boy.
I get that name a lot.
Yeah, my mama loves some Luther.
Luther 2000 is what they say. So I get Anthony Hamilton, Luther Vandross, and possibly a Brian McKnight are the comparisons I get as far as singing. So,
all right, so you giving me the home the bat and the balls. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it and just knock it out there. You know what I'm saying? You put it in front of me. I gotta take it. All right, because you mentioned Tevin Campbell.
Okay.
You mentioned Luther Vandross.
Okay.
So we're gonna go into another part of you, which is irrelevant but relevant at the same time. I want to say recently you came out in regards to being, I guess, gay or however you identify yourself. So how far? It was like the past year or something, right? Am I right? Clarify for me.
I mean, I don't quite think I've ever come out.
Okay.
I just kind of.
You did that.
I was out. I never really.
Well, never an announcement for you.
Yeah. Like people know, but it's not like.
Hey, yeah.
So, that's the way it works for me because it wasn't a big deal growing up for me.
Word.
So.
Right. So, but has that had any influence? I mean, as far as like the type of songs or writing songs or
which part?
As far as like that being a part of who you are and
honestly, yes. If you think about it and you compare female singers' content,
right,
as opposed to male singer content, not that I identify with more one or the other, but I like the melodies for some reason that the female singers had with their music.
Right.
Not that the fellas weren't doing it, but the melodies, in my opinion, have slowly faded out of music to where it's more of all of the R&B singers to me come across on this where back in the day it was a lot more smooth with it. It was key changes. It was, I don't know, it had a bridge.
Right.
The bridge was different in the song. It's like a whole different vibe.
You were singing in there, boom, they hit you with something else and it came. Yeah.
So that was like one of my favorite things growing up, listening to those songs and then especially seeing how they were going to get to the bridge and what they were going to do with it and then go back to how the song goes. So I miss a good bridge. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I'm with you. I honestly, like, I've been trying to get an understanding because, like we were saying earlier, as far as, you know, even though we being old heads and, you know, try to be in tune with, you know what I'm saying, what's new, but then also too, like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still remember the Boyz II Men and the Jodeci's and the, all of that in the early 90s, you know, listening to Anita Baker and Nancy Wilson in the 80s or whatever. And it's like, all right, I know what I used to like, what I still like versus what's now. And just kind of see, like, is it more of a progression or is it a regression? Or is it something where we're looking like, you know what I mean?
It is.
Okay.
It is. well, in my ears.
Right.
But again, I have not touched my radio in my car in forever. So when I listen to music, I have a selective YouTube. What was my saying again? I have a selective.
You have a selective ear.
I have a selective ear to music.
Right.
Which means I listen for certain stuff in songs. If I hear it on the radio now, hi-hats. Am I saying that right?
Hi-hats.
Hi-hats in
Right.
songs.
Yeah.
Right. It's better than the guitar in this podcast.
Every song, I promise you, if a producer plays a track for me,
yeah,
and that's like the main instrument,
right,
it's a no-go. Like you vaguely hear them, in my opinion. Like
no, you don't want the hi-hats in there. You just,
I'm not a fan of those. That just changes it, especially if they overdo it. It changes it from something to something else.
Right.
In my ears.
Right.
So you can imagine Biggie with, you know what I'm saying, take Ready to Die and throw a bunch of hi-hats in all them songs.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah. I got you on that. Well, now I want to know what's something you do look for. I know for me, the thing that gets to when you saying that, what I was conjuring up in my head was the thing for me when I look for music or always grabs me is reverse instrumentation. So like somebody like it's an instrument and it's in reverse. Like I swear, almost not every favorite song I like, but if a song has like something reverse, whether it's a reverse guitar, reverse drum, reverse,
what does that mean?
Like they play it in reverse, like they play it and then it's in reverse, so you get that.
Okay.
Like that always get me. So is there any element of a song, like a beat, or like you don't like the hi-hats? Is there something that you do like that's like, yo, if I make a song, I need this element in my song? Outside of the melody.
For a guitar, of course.
Okay. There we go. Yeah.
I just like different sounds, and honestly, all of the music except for the Outlaw beats. Shout out Outlaw.
Shout out my man Joe.
You know, I'm working with about 3 of his tracks right now.
Yeah.
With the exception of him, all of the other beats I've gotten from overseas.
Okay.
For whatever reason, they have a different vision of everything. Like their movies are a lot different. I saw some shit the other day from like a London group. They were like killing aliens and shit, and it was actually pretty dope. And I was like, just everybody with the London accents, and so everything overseas is pretty dope to me. So I always checked out music from. As a matter of fact, 3 of my tracks are from Germany. 3 from Outlaw. I'm still waiting for my Frank Mello beat one of these days.
I Mello on the beat.
And so yeah, I definitely like the sound from overseas.
Okay, that's dope.
They use different instruments that you don't necessarily hear here.
Right.
Definitely no hi-hats.
Right.
Definitely no hi-hats.
Like, plus, shoot, in Europe, man, they made the illest fucking this R&B music. Period. Hey, R&B music be like mad soulful, which is weird because it's Europe. So
you have to look into in China. You'll find some dope Chinese. And to be honest, their music is a lot better too. I ain't gonna lie. Their pop music, even though you can't understand what they're saying, like the music underneath, and that's how I write anyway, the music underneath. So once you hear that, you're like, oh, it's kind of beautiful. It's real nice.
Right.
They incorporate strings, so I appreciate foreign music.
All right. Good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, man, get into this music, and then we're gonna get into this discussion. I look crazy with my head halfway out the frame. We're gonna get into this discussion about mental health awareness month. We're gonna bring my man Umbravo. I'm sorry calling you Cody. Tired of your stage name. Bring my man back into the mix, and then we're gonna do it like that. So see what we got. We got 2 tracks. We got where is it?
You got Bravo track.
Yes.
Bravo is a Broken Mirror fan. I had one of my homeboys who came to my very first show, which was with Dr. Lisa.
That's Dr. Lisa.
One of those summer submissions last year. This time, actually, it was about this time.
In the hot box.
No, we were at they turned that school into
Bellevue. We got Bellevue. Yeah.
Hopefully next month I can perform in there too. I think she said she had an open slot for me there.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna announce that because my man JC, he'll be on that. So more than likely, you probably see me. So, because you already said it's a 2-for-1 deal. So, wait a minute.
You were at the last one I was in. I have a video. You in the back grouping it to Broken Mirror.
Hey, my
So, yeah.
I do this. I support my people. That's
I
why.
remember seeing out. Again, I'm always in the background.
Right.
I wasn't looking at myself. I'm checking out who looking at me or what they some shit like that. So I'm checking out everybody, seeing what they doing. I remember catching you back there, like,
right. yeah. I think I remember that too.
picked up on me.
Yeah. No, I be trying to listen, bro. Like I said, I mean, not to be cliche or I listen to everything, like, you know what I'm saying, but I do really try to get into the music, you know what I'm saying, and more so than just the surface of it. So that's why, again, I give people props. I know how much work it is. So, but we're gonna get into it, man. We got Feeling Good and we got Broken Mirror by my man Mello D. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby. The guitar all top. All top. All right. So the meantime, between time.
This is the commercial break.
Yeah. So
Can we turn the fan down a little bit? I know she's getting cold.
yeah, you just
I don't necessarily turn it off. Just turn it down.
You turn off.
well, yeah, it's because ain't never
going to get my chapstick because that bitch was about to dry.
She over there looking like hell to me.
Oh, who gone?
You said who what?
Who gone?
I don't know. How might be melodies? Yeah. All right, so when we get back,
Oh shoot!
I'm about to take a piece. He might get up.
He ain't gonna be mad. He killed him too.
What? What you looking at there?
Hey, whoever this one person that's watching, I appreciate you. I think I know who it may be.
Is it a girl?
Perhaps. But
I asked too much. He gave me one of their answers like
hey,
perhaps.
perhaps.
No,
Not sure. But no, appreciate it. Things happen, man. So this is where we at. Let's see. It's good a little bit. Like put it was pretty much leaning against the couch. Yeah. Lean it back. Yeah. I'll be all right. Just lean. You ain't gotta see my face.
Nah, move over.
No, it's good. I just be like boom, boom. Probably foot. I ain't get a haircut. I tried to get a haircut Thursday. Doggone shop was in a pack, bro. Why are you packed on the Thursday afternoon? That's why I plan to get it in. I figure like boom, we just slide in. You know what I'm saying? Get cut down real quick and be out.
That's all the niggas
Where do you go?
with the washed hairline go.
Like I had one barber, but I'm trying to go to this other shop. I went there once, so I went back to see what's good, but it was packed. So I was like, I'm straight.
What shop is this?
I ain't finna call their name out, bro.
Oh.
I'm still alive.
Oh.
Maybe potential customer.
Yeah.
No. Well, nah. I mean, it's a good problem for them. Yeah, it's packed. So I ain't mad. It was just my planning was, all right, it's a Thursday afternoon. I should be able to just slide in, get a cut, and be out. It was like that was not the case.
I got a spot for you too. I don't know if we can call them out on the live stream.
You call them out if you like.
But living in the cut, that's where I go.
Oh yeah, I used to go through that.
That's a good ass spot.
Yeah.
By Wendy's on
Pensacola.
Ocala.
Yeah.
Pensacola, Ocala,
Pensacola.
that corner right there.
Yeah.
Right beside Wendy's.
Like you turn that corner, you pass on Wendy's, like right there.
Across the street.
In the cut.
Oh, okay,
Living
okay.
in the cut, yeah.
No, it looked dope in there too.
They're fucking dope too.
Yeah.
They got this one white dude who looks like fucking Jesus.
I know you say, I know
He
exactly what you're
cuts your
talking
hair
about.
better than the niggas.
Right. The thing about it, I was about to slide through there, but then I think it was closed because it was like late. I come in there right after work. I was like,
So you must have went to Casanovas.
I ain't gonna know it. Oh, I got this cap on.
I'm washed.
Let y'all know. Enigma September got his cap on.
It's wash time.
Well, you see me without the cap, I'm styling.
Oh, you mad because I'm styling?
Because I'm styling on you.
That was the original.
Man, cause I got the
like,
Cali
punch.
on. I made a song off that. I got a
Really?
song where I took this, yeah, took that sample.
And that shit was so unprovoked. We didn't even need to have it. That started all the trend of violence and battle rap.
Nah, that shit was wild. What was that? 06?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It
shit.
was viral.
That was one of the first viral things that ever happened.
Americans violent knowing. Hell no.
No, I got the Cali. Pop, pop, pop. What the fuck? Oh shoot. Well, let me still want you going.
Punching a battle rap. I
Oh,
don't
what?
even know what
Stick
to
it
think.
down.
What is it? Over there.
Is that shit gone?
Yeah.
That's stole one.
You good.
I told the nigga, I was like, Mello likes me enough. I
They're
think I
working
can
there.
take it.
You better that ask for forgiveness and ask permission.
That's how I do.
That's my style.
Yeah, that Broken Mirror, I do fuck with that shit, man. That's like my favorite joint in the city, probably.
You know,
Local music.
Also, too, again, out those podcast land. Want to hear the songs? Podcast we posting on every Monday. Usually Monday afternoon. I end up posting it on my Twitter, so you can follow me at the notes below. Enigma Sept now on Twitter, Enigma Sept on Instagram and Facebook. So make the promo. I'll put the promo out, listen to the podcast, and get this great music on top of the great discussion. So that's where we at.
I'm trying to go to the radio station, guys. So tell Enigma Sept I gotta be up there because me and JC have to talk about Patrice O'Neal. I have it plugged in.
About that.
Oh no! Don't do me wrong.
Yeah, bro, you're gonna be mad.
What happened? You can say it on the thing.
We already booked up.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Tell JC he's disrespectful.
Hey, JC said it,
I
bro.
just feel like it's his fault.
Nah, he gonna be like, nah, you need to holler at me earlier. That's literally what his words was like. You said some shit about like get at me earlier about the shit.
You know, I was thinking about doing it a couple weeks in advance, but I was like, I don't know if I want to ask y'all that far out because I don't know what you might have, going on. Or
Right. I mean, I didn't really think it would be anything, but I think he said Rothoro and Full Effect gonna be up there. Yeah, tomorrow, Rothoro and Full Effect gonna be up there.
Shout out to Real Thorough. I don't know Full Effect, but shout out to them if they're done.
Yeah, Full Effect. He DJ over at 90.5.
I've heard the name before. It's
Yeah.
a DJ. Okay, I've heard the name.
And then the week after that, we promoing for the Dr. Lisa joint, and it's his anniversary of his near-death experience. So I guess you want to.
I understand.
So
I love me some Dr. Lisa. I ain't gonna lie. She
I
was
don't
the
know,
very
man,
first
but I
person
wanna-
who gave me my shot at performing ever. Like I performed all my songs at her showcase.
no,
I
Dr.
wanna
Lisa
know
look
where
I
out.
don't think she knew that,
Everybody
but I don't think she knew that was my first time. But
Yeah.
she took a chance, and I was grateful for that. So
No, she did for a few people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just giving the opportunity. So, she loved the culture, bro. You know what I
I'll tell
mean?
you what I like about her. She will not let you use backing tracks on these performances. Like
Just makes you go.
she make you work, and that's
Right.
That's a show to me. So
You're right. I always wanted to know her. I never met her before, but me and especially older women, I rub them wrong as a motherfucker because I'm just so fucking blunt.
Nah, I think knowing Dr. Lisa, like she'll vibe with it. Yeah.
I rub them wrong as a motherfucker.
But as much as it's kind of funny because as much as she into hip hop, like she not typically hip hop. Like she's not like she got that like almost school teacher vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the fact that
She is.
she's surrounded by like backpacker ass lyrical miracle niggas. And
That's
so
another thing I hate. And this is just the fucking dickhead of me. The backpack scene.
that's basically
That's
what
the
she is.
scene though. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. But I like them. There's a lot of talented MCs in our backpacker scene, but I just hate the backpacker scene. It's like the fucking I'm the most spiritual, lyrical, miracle, fucking in a swimming pool, venereal genitals.
I don't know, but
Shut the fuck up.
I don't think it's a lot of
I hate
cats like that.
shit.
I don't think it's a lot of cats like that though. It's not like they try to bar you to death. I think it's really more the aesthetic than it's like I'm trying to get you with the biggest words. Because really to me, like I mean, if you look at again like a Real Thorough or Tariq Knockout or even Cap 6, like a lot of this shit was like hype. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just no strictly boom bap. I'm gonna kill you with bars. They were like making songs that people were like really like vibing to and getting hype
I
off
fuck
of.
with that. When I went to the Cap 6 show, I like their shit. I like Real Thorough too. I'm not familiar with Tariq too much. But
that's your competition. We're gonna get into that later.
that's my competition.
I'll tell you. All right. So we back. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. It's your boy Enigma September. And I don't know why I moved this camera because it was pretty much perfect. We back, still interviewing my man Mello D, but you know what I'm saying, we spoke about doing the interview. He said he wanted to speak on, you know what I'm saying, a topic in regards to mental health and mental health awareness. So I had a bright idea because remember when I started not just to restart the podcast, but then also wanted to do the live joint. My man Umbravo with his wifey Kiana, who is also my cousin. Disclaimer. Well, it was just the whole.
He told him beforehand.
Right.
He didn't even listen. I told you he's a that's trash nigga. Y'all thought I was playing. He's a fucking that's trash guy. No, he didn't fucking listen. He was like, that's trash.
We cousins via marriage.
He's like, y'all related. That's trash.
Yeah.
I do it.
But yo, so but anyway, Bravo and Kiana had what was the name of the joint? Silent Treatment. You know what I'm saying? Which I used to vibe to. Used to make me late getting ready for this. And this is one of the part of the reasons why I even started the Enigma Sept Hour as live broadcast as late as I did to give them the space to do what they want to do because I want to support everybody.
We do appreciate it too.
No doubt.
I appreciate it. You left me hanging. I'm hanging.
Oh, my bad. You two had to tell me. I'm like, wait, is that nigga hanging?
YouTube, somebody's on YouTube like, that nigga's hanging. Like, God damn.
Hang gliding.
Brutal.
So I had the bright idea to invite Umbravo, you know what I'm saying, on the scene. Because honestly, you know what I'm saying, my experience is limited. I know I've used the term depression loosely, but I really can't say that, you know what I'm saying, I'm really in a situation where I felt like really deep into it. I had any deep like mental issues. So I felt like you guys would do a lot better in regards to discussing that and be able to explain it. And I have a could, so I'm just going to be a facilitator. You know what I mean? So I guess off top, y'all want to like get into your experiences, you know what I'm saying, in regards to, I guess, how it started, and then how did you even recognize that you were dealing with mental health issues?
Well, for me, unknowingly, because you see all these commercials on TV, the little white sad thing that used to go across the TV.
Right.
I never understood it. I saw it, but I never got it.
Right.
So then I started working at the Appalachia Center. And as the MHA, you have to give these groups to all the patients. Like they want people to do stuff while they're there, not just sit around.
Right.
So I used to host and do a lot of those groups with them. And as I'm asking these questions, I'm like, so how are you feeling today? You feeling sad? I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling worthless. And da-da-da. I'm thinking in my head, hey, I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling worthless. So a lot of the stuff that I was going over with them, I was actually feeling myself, but didn't quite understand this was a mental illness.
Right.
I was teaching the classes, but I didn't quite associate it with myself because I was there for them.
Right.
But the more I would go over stuff with them, the more I would talk about it. I was like, damn, I'm feeling exactly like them. Not as bad because I was there for 5 years.
Right.
I've seen everything from the psychotic episodes all the way to the psychotic episodes that are affected by the full moon, all the way to I've seen almost everything in there to where I started feeling compassion for everybody because you just never know what these people are going through when they leave, while they're in there. And I'm not supporting Appalachia because I hate them.
Right.
I fucking hate them. to me, working there, I didn't really see them help, in my opinion. I saw it as a money thing. But aside from that, so hosting those groups, that is what kind of clicked in my head. Okay, something might be off with you. So, as the years went along, I had health insurance. So I actually went to the doctor and asked him for anxiety medicine because I didn't understand. I was stressed all the time. I didn't quite get why I was stressed. I didn't know I couldn't help it pretty much. So I tried a little sad white drug, which was Zoloft.
Right.
A little white Zoloft drug. And drugs are drugs.
Right.
It make you feel funny. It ain't weed, I tell you that.
Yeah.
It definitely makes you
Put you on zombie mode.
I'm just about to say zombie mode or zone out mode.
Yeah.
And you're there, but you're not there. I definitely needed it for concentration and memory.
Okay.
The cousin thing. I remember a friend of mine, she I tell her about it. We call it monkeys. So if I'm in a conversation with her and I forget what the hell I'm saying, she's like, "You damn monkey." So it's the understanding with me and her, but I definitely picked up on it there. I attempted to get assistance with it quietly. I didn't really broadcast it. Hey, I'm feeling this way. My way of dealing with it was I get masking it. So while I was there, I used a lot of musical therapy. Like I was always singing to the patients. And that kind of hid what I was going through.
Right.
I was able to talk with these people individually at times. And I think I connected with a lot of them because I was feeling the same way, but it was kind of like I was on the outside and they were on the inside.
Right.
But I still had that mad connection. And it's like the way Appalachia works is you see a rotation of the same people. So it's like people that you're going to see. Yeah. That's a whole other story right there. But I got to meet a lot of the same people over and over and over again. So now, like, I see one at the corner store like almost every day.
Right.
And I'm like, "Hey, what up?" She's like, "Hey, Jesus." Like, she's out there, but yeah. So
I kind of wonder, like, because I got a cousin. And I remember, I think she dealing with mental health issues. I'm pretty sure she is, but she also kind of used street drugs to, I guess, help herself out with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one time, I guess she had, I don't know if she had been to Appalachia or she had been wherever. I'm not sure. But I remember she was kind of like straight at the moment. And it tripped me out because first she was talking like clear as day. Like, I don't think she finished high school, but she was talking like she had a college degree. Like, she was just really speaking clear and like in her mind, like, and she knew. But in that moment, and I was talking to her, she was saying like the reason she knew that the drugs that they had given her were good for her, or that they helped her, but she hated, like you said, what she said, she felt lethargic. Yeah, and so she was like, and she hated that feeling. She hated feeling because she got kids, and she's like, I can't do anything with my kids. I'm gonna just sleep all day, out of it all day.
That's definitely a thing.
And then I think what the problem is that she go back to the street drugs to self-medicate, but then she get hooked, and then just bullshit happens. So yeah, and that sucks. You know what I mean? Is it some kind of way to get over like the drug thing? Because I remember I talked to somebody else about it, and this person was saying that what is it? She has to stay on the drugs because if she get off, she'll be worse off than she was when she even started taking it.
I never understood that part. I know a lot of people who take medication for a good little while, they are normal, they have everything's fine. But as soon as they get off from drugs, they're a completely different person. Like,
right.
I've witnessed somebody like the Ayesha Curry you're talking about.
Yeah. Black
girl, lawyer. I mean, she comes in when they bring them in on Appalachia with the police. She's handcuffed, hair wild, butt naked, just smearing stuff. 3 days later on medication, she's remember all these big words like how am I here, why am I here, like all that kind of stuff. So it's horrible, man. It was really depressing to be there, but it was a job. I'm kind of thankful for it because I learned what depression was while working there.
Right.
And I was grateful for it, but that was the absolute worst job of my life. It was a lot. I
can imagine, man. Like again, nursing, all that, I couldn't even.
Yeah, the nurses.
Yeah. So, bravo, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just to bring you in. You don't feel like you gotta on the outside. Yeah. What made you realize, you know what I'm saying, in regards to like mental health? Like what was that? Oh, this is an issue.
Well, I have anxiety attacks, panic attack. In my youth, I was smoking a lot of weed. I smoked a lot of weed. And if you don't know, if you're not up on weed, you know, fucking YouTube land, it can cause psychosis. People don't know that about weed. Weed can cause you a mental psychosis, especially if you overdose on it. If you smoke like you might smoke or I might have smoked, it can send you into a full psychosis. So I already had, I think, somewhere down the line, the mental shit, anxiety attacks was in the family already. So I was 19 one time and I was just sitting there. I remember, because I'm a fat nigga, I remember things based on food. So I remember we was about to have Domino's, right? So I remember we was about to have Domino's, right? That's how I remember this shit so vividly. Not the whole panic attack, no, right? I remember Domino's was about to happen. Wow. If you know me, you know that's my shit as a child. So it was about to have Domino's, right? And it was about 4:30, bro. And I just knew Mama was bringing home Domino's. So I was fucking dope, right? But at 4:30, I was high, right? I was just a little high. I would smoke before my parents came home. But I was just feeling really off. Something about my body felt different. And I just felt off. I never felt like that in my whole life before. I felt like something bad was going to really happen to me. So I called my mom at 4:30. Yeah. Domino's, man.
Domino's, exactly.
Domino's. That was the hot and ready. I felt like something bad. It was just that feeling of dread. So then I called my mom at 4:30. I was like, I can't explain how I feel, but something bad is going to happen to me. I feel like something bad is going to happen. And she was like, well, you can't wait till I get off, Cody. So I said, all right, I'll wait till I get off. So I went to fire and she came home. And by that time, I was just feeling like something bad. I was like, please just take me to the emergency room right now. So she started taking me to the emergency room. And right when we got to, I think it's Miccosukee, and right there in front of the hospital, my heart just went to overdrive. I started sweating, all the symptoms of a heart attack.
Right.
And, I just remember saying, oh, something's happening to me. I don't know what's happening. My mom was like, please, no, my baby. She thought I was about to die. And I went there and I got in a chair. I'm fucking shaking. I'm sweating all crazy. I'm like, please just help me. Please help me. And they're just calm about shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to fucking die. And it was just like, calm down. You're having a panic attack. Like, what the fuck is that? And basically, a panic attack mirrors all the symptoms of something serious, like a heart attack.
Right.
Chest pain, shortness of breath. You could pass the fuck out.
Right.
All that shit. So that's when they introduced me to Zoloft. And that was the worst decision I probably ever made in my life. Because that shit, it puts you on zombie mode, like when Mello was talking about. Mello, you didn't stay on it, did you? No. See, I've been on SSRIs, what they call them is serotonin released in your mind. That builds extra serotonin.
Right.
And them shits from 19 to 30, my brain's different. I don't see things like you see. You know how you can look at some shit? I can't look at nothing for long. My brain will just go off. And I start thinking about other shit. And I got a fog. I live in a fog. My life, my eyes, the way I see shit is in a fog. To expound on what you were saying about medicine, if I stopped that medicine today, I would have panic attacks worse than I've ever had in my life. I've done it before.
Right.
And it also has this thing called, you have electric circuits in your brain.
Right.
If I move my eyes real quick like that when I get off the medicine, I get shocked. Electrical shock in my brain.
Yeah.
I feel it. That's the shit that the medicine does to you. No fucking lie. You can look it up. You
Right.
get shocks in your brain. I'll like look real quick, or like say I'm talking to you, right? Mello asked me a question. I'll look at him real quick. I'll feel an electrical shock in my brain.
Right.
It's that serious. The medicines are meant to keep you on them for life.
Yeah, and
I've already been on it too long.
Yeah, that's what it kind of remind me my cousin that I used to rhyme with. Yeah, a song. And it's actually kind of funny because if it's any time, well, no, it was, I think back in 2001. 2001, 2002 was the worst year of my life. But I was about to graduate. And probably because I was dealing with probably anxiety and dealing with pressure because I didn't think I was going to graduate when I was at FAM. We made a song called The Rain. And like the verse always fucked my ass up because he was talking about, matter of fact, he was talking about around that same, he was talking about around 2001 because we lost a classmate and he was talking about being depressed or whatever. And what happened? In the song, he talked about the doctor offering him Zolo, but he said something like, "I don't need no drug to let me handle my mess, dealing with stress, whatever." I'm probably gonna add a song to the podcast, so if y'all hear, I may add it to the end so y'all can have a reference. It's trash. The sound is trash. It was before we got like a real studio mic. Now the mix was horrible, but matter of fact, on my last project, I made The Rain Part 2. It was supposed to be a part 2 of that song, but he married now and got a kid, so he was like, I'm done with the rapper life. But I really wanted to come back with that because it was like real powerful. But y'all talking about Zoloft, it brought me back to that line where he, you know what I'm saying, it was offered to him and he decided, you know what I'm saying, not to go through it or whatever. But it always like touched me because doing that, you going so much that you, like I said, I've been through stuff. I've never been through anything to the point where it made me feel like I gotta go talk to a doctor. Even though, like, as far as like anxiety go, like I really didn't understand anxiety probably until my daughter was born. But since then, like I've definitely not anxiety attacks, which what you described was like fucking scary, you know what I mean? But as far as like getting so anxious or being so upset about something to the point that you like you got shortness of breath, like your heart just you're beating.
And
like
see,
crazy.
it's not even like I could be sitting here with you not doing shit,
right?
And it'll just start.
Yeah,
nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. That shit. And to expound on what Mello was saying real quick, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
I was in Appalachian Center for 2 days after my divorce. I slit my wrist. I got fucking shit on me still that I carved into my skin. It was like I went into a crazy moment, psychosis. I don't like to say crazy because it's dismissive.
Right.
But I went into a psychosis moment, and I went in there, and man, I could tell you, Appalachian Center, man. I've been to Job Corps, which is kind of like being in jail, but a little less. But that mental shit, man, it's different. It's a different place. I was in there for 2 days, man. I felt like if I was in there for one more day, I was going to lose my fucking mind because I'm a thinker.
Right.
I'm a creative.
Right.
And I was in there with nobody to talk to. Nobody was in that motherfucker that could comprehend me, except for the counselors. A few of them I went to school with, so that shit was embarrassing. But they was only there a little bit at a time. The only person who was constantly there, and she was only there until about 5 o'clock, was the counselor lady. So I would just go sit in her office while everybody banged on the door and I need to be out of here. And it was real fucked up motherfuckers. And I was just sitting there and talk to her and just say, man, I don't belong in this motherfucker. We'd have a bunch of talks about random ass shit. She knew I wasn't to that point. She knew I just was at rock bottom in my life. Yeah, I mean, this shit crazy, man. It's suicide real. It's a real thing for me.
Right.
They going through anxiety attacks and shit. Like, I'll give you this. I'll give you this story. And I don't want to fucking take
this is what we here for, bro.
But my 30th birthday just happened last month. And this is just how it keeps affecting me through your whole life. I was turning 30 and I was in the hospital because I was sick. I had like this big ass cold. It wouldn't go away. So I went to the hospital. I'm sitting in there all fucking afternoon from 1 in the afternoon to 12 at night. They had me in the hospital. They had me in the hallway in a chair because they were so busy.
Right.
So he was there and I just break down. I'm just like, man, I don't want to live this life no more. I'm to the point where everything's always fucked up for me. You know, it's easy to look out. I know Mello D looks up to me. And I know, you might look at something I see and it's like, oh, Bravo, you got some shit going on. But it don't feel like that to me. I don't feel like that person.
No, I definitely understand that.
I was just like, I just don't want to be here no more, man. I feel like I'm going to do something crazy to myself. So then just speed the story up a little bit. They finally get me in a room up in the hospital for observation overnight. I was real fucking sick. And I was half sleeping. The ladies asking me questions. I said something about suicide, and it was about the Baker Act.
The word, how to do it.
Yeah,
do it.
About the fucking Baker Act me. I had to have somebody sit with me all night. I was mad as a motherfucker.
Like I was half asleep.
I'm such a good-hearted person. I fucking went off, but then Kiana was like right in the room. She was like, "You need to fucking chill out because you're not helping your case."
Yeah,
right.
And so I chilled out. But then the lady came back to me in the room crying and saying that she goes through it too. And she just didn't want me to. This is in the hospital at Cupid Regional. She was like a nurse, a random nurse lady. And she came to me crying and said she goes through it. She just sees the signs in me and don't want me to do nothing to her.
Yeah.
And so, I felt bad. I gave her a hug and said, I'm sorry.
Right.
Because I didn't mean that like that. I'm just sick. It's my birthday. I'm in the fucking hospital all day. And then you tell me I'll get Baker Act. I know what that feels like. My mama wouldn't answer my fucking phone call when I was Baker Act, bro. You know what that shit feels like? You're in that bitch. You don't know. Nobody can talk to you. Mama stopped answering your call. The only person that answered my calls is my homie and my ex-girlfriend. That was it. Not my ex-wife. That bitch. She wouldn't answer my calls.
I mean, because I guess if you could, just for the clarification for the podcast and also for YouTube, like, what exactly is Baker Act and what happens when you are Baker Act?
Baker Act is when somebody feels like you're harming yourself or others, and you're basically put on an involuntary 72-hour hold in a place like Appalachian Center, Chattahoochee. I think they probably seen to Appalachian first.
Normally
TMH has a behavioral. That's what they was telling me, and that wasn't so bad because I was at Capital Regional, but they have a place upstairs that they send you to. It was different in Appalachia from what he explained to me. That was the same. I wouldn't be able to have my phone. Right. But it wasn't a bunch of crazy motherfuckers up there. I was gonna have a hospital room to myself. I just couldn't have a phone, couldn't have a TV. Right. No shit that you could choke yourself out with. Right. But Appalachia is a whole different monster, nigga. That's like it's like a camp for fucked up people. It's like it's not a hospital room. Like they was in Capital Regional, put me in a hospital room and just observed me, still feed you and shit. Man, that shit's wild. I ain't eat for 2 days, and you had to go eat with everybody else who was fucked up. And I ain't want to. They wanted me to color and shit. I'm like, man, I just went through a divorce, man. I want to get the fuck out of here. Right. That should make you really feel like it was a white lady. All she did was talk about Babe Ruth all day. Babe Ruth planned the assassination of JFK. She did it. You remember when he hit 5 home runs that he killed JFK? I said, "Get me away from this bitch, please." This stupid fucking bitch.
Gonna meet some characters in there.
And then all she did was talk about JFK, Babe Ruth, and how I was fat. So she would talk. If she wasn't talking about one of those two, she would be like, "You're severely overweight. You're gonna have a lot of problems, blood pressure, in front of everybody." I want to fucking sock this bitch. I want to sock her in her fucking face, but I knew I was going to jail and then coming back.
Right, coming back. Like I wasn't crazy when I did this. It was intentional.
JFK, Babe Ruth, and my fat ass. That was the consequence.
So we got. I noticed. You know what I'm saying. Especially
you're so fucking petty. Fuck you. Kiana's petty over there, guys.
I noticed in the past, few years or whatever, health awareness. I use the phrase "better for worse" a lot. For better than that, it's definitely been a lot more awareness, but it's almost, at least to me, been almost like cliche. Like I almost cringe anytime Charlamagne and God bring it up because almost he's doing it for just to do it. But on the flip side, I know it's important to let people know. So what do you guys take in regards to the awareness? Is their approach? Do you think the approach of making people aware, even though something like this is appropriate? Or do you think there could be a better way to be more sensitive or bring the more reality of it out more as opposed to just, ooh, I have depression and then like it's cute or some shit.
I think they should incorporate something in school, like in high school, especially.
Yeah.
Even if it's like an anonymous number or some kind of team line they can set up for the school,
right?
Or hell, even an app or a website that they can use or check in with like a number anonymously, so they have to like tell everybody how they actually feel, unless they're harmful or harmful to themselves.
Right.
But I definitely think they need to start with high school, because high school time when I was there versus high school time now is completely different. Like you can get in an argument with somebody back then and just be just that. Now if you get an argument, it could be like a million people that'll chime in on that and make it 10 times worse.
Right.
And then they'll bully you and then you'll get depressed.
Right.
So high school, I believe they need to start something. Charlamagne the God actually did do one show. I forget what it was. I want to say about 7 months ago, he did a live show with another doctor, and they discussed mental health, and it was pretty informative. But I think they should do a lot more, because honestly, I was unaware of how many people I knew were going through it. Like, I made a group on my Facebook wall called, shit, I ain't been on it forever. It's called Let's Talk or something, but it was just for people who needed anybody to vent to, without feeling judged. So as soon as I made that, I started getting private messages from a lot of people I never expected. Like, this person literally told me they attempted suicide the day before. And I mean, of course, you don't really know this, they don't post that on Facebook, but it was shocking to realize how many people are going through this and don't say anything, because you're gonna get labeled as a crazy person. They don't consider it mental health; they consider it crazy,
which is so fucking dismissive.
So
that word just dismissive.
It's one of those things where people have to really understand what that person is going through, because let's say, for instance, I may have a memory problem, I may have a concentration problem. That's something, as my friend, they need to know about me. That way they don't get upset if I forget something or if I, fuck up on something, because like a blind person, they can't see. So why would you give them a book?
Right. That's not Braille. Like,
I have a hard time doing this. Why would you give that to me if I have a hard time doing that? So that's how I look at it. So
I feel the same way. Like,
I know, just to piggyback, because you were saying he had somebody reach out to him. I know you guys have had, you and Kiana have people reach out to y'all. I think either before y'all did the silent treatment. That was part of the reason why I did the silent treatment, right?
The silent treatment, I mean, it was kind of a catalyst to me wanting to talking more about mental health and make it a thing. And it was kind of a catalyst because I just have a fucking wild mouth anyway. So I was like, let's talk some real shit about real shit, life shit that's going on, and incorporate mental health awareness into it. So we're getting the best of both worlds. Right. You're entertained, because most times, like, you hear motherfuckers talk about something like mental health. It's just boring. It's fucking formulaic. It's to the book, you know what I'm saying? This is mental health. This is how it feels. You don't have no feeling in that. Right. You could tell Mello D goes through it. You can tell I go through it. We have feeling behind it. Right. You know what I'm saying? There's emotion there. You can't reach nobody, I feel like, formulaic like that.
Or trying to be just scientific.
And that's another thing. And to piggyback also off of what y'all was saying, and I'm going to tell you about, people hit me up too. Like Mello D said, like, your original question was, do you think that they're kind of watering down the message by trying to make it? And that's true, because Mello D can attest to this too, even in the LGBT, I don't know what's the word.
I can't say
that community. That community. A lot of people don't really give a fuck about them, but they're using it for their own agenda. You get what I'm saying? They're saying, I represent this community, but they're using it for their own agenda to either look better or to get whatever they're trying to get out of it. And mental health is the same way. A lot of people use mental health awareness as a thing to their agenda. I know you remember when you seen the Joe Budden podcast, how he was talking about Bow Wow wanted, he had an album named Suicide, and he wanted to come talk about it, and Joe said no, because but then he listened to Triple X shit, and he was like, oh, I know he will end it. but Bow Wow, I'm not so sure, so
Right.
I'm not going to entertain it. It's that. That's how we feel. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to entertain. At the same time, I'll talk to you if you feel like you got a problem, but I know when you're full of shit too.
Right.
And having people hit us up as far as like saying that they're going through something and I stopped them from suicide or something. Kiana said, stop them from suicide. There's no feeling like it, man. It made me cry.
Right.
And shit don't make me cry like that if I'm not going through it in my own depression. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I usually try to hold back how I feel. First time the girl sent me that thing and said that I was thinking about committing. So she told me I was thinking about committing suicide tonight.
Oh.
And I stopped her.
That's good.
It made me cry.
Yeah.
It brought tears to my eyes because I remember being in that Appalachian Center when I couldn't even get my mama to answer the phone call. And there's no feeling like that in the world.
Right.
And so for me to just help somebody, who's a stranger, is fucking dope,
Right.
It's irreplaceable.
Right.
So yeah, it's a lot of to piggyback off all that. It's a lot of people using the shit for their own agenda, but you can tell who really goes through it.
Yeah.
And that's why people attack people like me, Kiana, Mello D, man, because you can tell it's authentic.
Right.
You can feel that. You know what I'm saying? I can talk all day about I got this or I got that. Niggas hear me talk about all day. Oh, niggas, he must got hoes, he got this, but you feel it from me.
Right.
You feel that I got bitches. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same way you feel.
Yeah.
You feel it. It's an essence of hoes. So you feel from Mello D. You feel from Mello D that he's been through. It's an essence. You can feel that.
Yeah.
This Pertuso Neil Leslie. I can see you, nigga.
And my husband, and see, and let me tell you, kids, and just to get off topic a little bit, something about having hoes. Hoes are useless, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you're about to fucking die, you're on your deathbed, the person who really cares or the people who really care about you is who's gonna be there.
Right.
You have to keep hoes in perspective. It's nice to have pussy. It's nice to have a fine bitch you can slide out of town with.
Right.
But don't make that hoe a priority because the bitch is nothing but a dirty bitch.
No, nobody. Yeah.
And
Word from the wild. Yeah.
but back to mental health.
Yo. Nigga trying to derail
That
my
helps
shit.
mental health
This
too,
nigga.
though. Keep the people around you that love you. If
Right.
you need mental health help, keep people around that really give a fuck because a lot of people can't understand because they just don't go through it. And it's not their fault. They're not a bad person for that. And I know me and Mello D go through it. And sometimes we reach out to people and they can't understand. We be like, you fucking motherfucker. I've been there for you my whole life. And you can't fucking do this one thing for me. But it's really not their fault because they don't know how it feels.
Yeah.
And it's a tough thing to grasp, but it's the truth.
And probably even vice versa. I mean, would you think like if someone can't, if they don't understand, they're like, look, I want to help you, but I don't. Would it be better for them to be like, yo, it's better for me to be hands off because I could try, don't know what the fuck I'm doing and make shit worse.
When they first arrested me, because they don't really arrest you, but they put you in a cop car, they took me to a transition center to sleep overnight before they put me in the Appalachian Center because for some reason they couldn't take me tonight. And my mom came there and showed up to the place before with my dad. And the one quote that she has that relates to that always stuck in my mind, is she said, baby, I don't know what it feels like to hurt inside your head. I only know what it feels like to hurt physically.
Right.
I don't know what you feel to hurt inside your head. And that quote stuck with me as far as other people who really can't help me, but they do love you, but they just can't feel you.
Right.
They want to feel you, but they just can't because they've never been through it. Told me, don't know what it feels like to hurt inside your head. That's one of the most powerful quotes I've ever gotten from somebody, and it was just so real and so raw. Because she was at her wit's end. Her son tried to kill herself. She didn't know what she was going to say.
Right.
So, All
right. So actually, shoot, we're going to end it on that. That was, that just hit me like a ton of bricks. But regardless, I appreciate y'all being here, man. Bravo.
Bro, I wish.
Mello D, you know what I mean? Kiana.
Fucking Mello D, man, is one of the most fucking dopest artists in the city.
Word.
I'm trying that, but again, that depression actually
kind of derail it sometimes. Yeah. Like I said, I don't try to act like I understand. I've had my bouts in regards to. I know I've had sadness, but I don't know. Like I said, I can't say I've ever been to a point where I felt like I had to go to a doctor or I had anxiety, but not to the point where just like I need to go. So it's like
feeling you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy.
Yeah, and then just a little bit I've had, like if I can imagine if it's worse than that, because I'm one to be stuck in my head. Like you can't do a freaking hour-long podcast by yourself without being able to be stuck in your head. So I know somewhat, but not just the severity of it. So I try. That's why I don't. Even though I tell people I was depressed at some point, like I don't try to add to it or try to avoid doing that because I don't want to, shortcut people that have dealt with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, in regards to getting at MelloDman, in regards to his music, I'm gonna have the contact information below on the YouTube podcast. Again, just check the notes on the podcast, or you can go to the YouTube video, episode 40, to have the information. Other than that, we'll be back next week. Let me see if I can tell y'all who we got posted. Shouts out to Springtime hitting me up.
Springtime hits you up.
Yeah, what we got on the 23rd. May 23rd, which is a Tuesday, May 23rd, 7:30 to 10, Springtime. We're having her listening party at the Bark. So, yeah,
Where's
man.
that?
It's Perry Lounge used to be at.
No.
Dang. Well, it's over there. It's in the All Saints district. Yeah, I tell people it's funny because it's absolutely true that they gentrified Paris Lounge, which is the craziest thing ever.
They made it a white place.
Yeah, but they good white people, and they make good vegan food. And I'm not a vegan.
They was like,
so.
can we keep Paris Lounge or do we want to make money?
Right. What we gonna do here?
Obvious
like, sorry, black people.
Get your ass away. Get yourself to the
Taking this over.
town.
Make these $1 million.
God, Basin Street with your bullshit.
I'm tripping. So next week, got my man JC. He'll be
he's on the Enigma Sept Hour.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want to come through.
Yeah,
JC.
That'd be dope. Of course, I think I mentioned during the off time, he'll be celebrating his 6th anniversary of his near-death experience. I'm going to be clowning him. So yes, even though all this talk about mental health, I'm going to be clowning one of my best friends in about the time he almost died. So be prepared.
Can you
for
talk
that.
about it, or you want to keep it till the other next podcast?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'll wait.
Okay.
So,
I want to know what happened. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah.
Just tell me how you
He explained. He explained.
Okay.
So y'all see my nappy head on podcast. We're gonna get up out of here. I don't think I had another song. Let me see what we got posted. And you guys don't worry about it because my man Pat is gonna. You know what? We're just gonna end it anyway. This is the Enigma Sept Hour again. Like I said, got my man JC next week. Again, thanks to Umbravo, thanks to Mello D, thank you Kiana for holding tight, and we'll see you guys next week. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.
I'll get into it.
Oh.